Okay, hello, we got another exercise, max points on the line, and it's pretty popular. It's a Google, Apple, LinkedIn, and Amazon questions. And it's as it clearly states, we need to find maximum points on one line. And the input is the points. And yeah, so these are four points on the one line. Here are 3 points on one line. We need to take the maximum. So this is a result. So 4. Okay, so let's jump into some drawings here. I prepared something. So here we got this situation that we got 3 points, and the key element to find it here is to use Tarsała equations. So if we can draw 2 lines like that, let me draw it in, yes, beautiful manner, and 2 parallel lines that are crossing those lines. Let's imagine that those are parallel, those blue lines. And now we got some equations here, so that we can use from a Tarsała, a beautiful guy, Tarsała. And that one comparing to this line from x1 to x2, comparing to the y2 to y1, would be exactly like division of those elements would be of those lengths would be exactly a division of this length to this length. And yes, so we can write it down. X2 minus x1 divided by y2 minus y1 would be x3 minus x1 divided by y3 minus y1. And since we don't want to encounter any division in our code, because we need to handle then the 0 states, and how we can handle that's problematic, so we're just going to multiplicate that. So we get x2 minus x1 times y3 minus y1 is equal to x3 minus x1 y2 minus y1, and that's exactly what we're going to proceed with this exercise. So first of all, we want to iterate through all the points, and then we're going to have a nested loop to get that line, and then we're going to that line, and then we're going to do another nested loop to get that line to the third point and get the handle of the next points on line. Okay, so let's start coding. So first of all, we can handle some bed states. So point that length is, and if m is less than 2, then we need to return the m. Okay, easy peasy. And now just introduce a variable that is reflecting the result and return max. Okay, and now for int I is equal to 0, I is less than m and I plus plus. And for int j is equal to 0, j is less than m and j plus plus. Now we need to introduce some variables. Int x1 is equal to points of I of 0, and y1 is equal to points of I of 1, and x2, yes, right, points of j of 0, and y2 is equal to points of j of 2, of 1, of course. Okay, so we have that. Now we need to proceed with another nested loop, but first we need to store somewhere the counts, because we're going to be counting it. So int count is equal to 2. So at least now we get at least 2, because we cannot create line without 2 points. Okay, and now we need to go with another nested loop. This is I plus 1. Oh, I clicked the insert. And j is less than. And now this is a k equal to j plus 1. We don't want to iterate through the same points. K is less than m and k plus plus. Okay, so we got it, and now this is the magic. As you could see here, we need to implement this correlation, this Tarsała equation. So this is a x2 minus x1 times y3 minus y1. So let's do that first. If x2 minus x1 times y3 minus y1 is equal to x3 minus x1, y2 minus y1, x3 minus x1 times y2 minus y1 as far as I'm concerned. Okay, and then we are just incrementing the count, and since we got the count here, we just need to map that max is equal to map that max with the max at count. Let's see, is that going to be our result? It seems like it's not, because we need to introduce, of course, x3 points of k and 0, and y3 is equal to points of k and 1. Duh. Okay, and it seems like it's working pretty fast. Yeah, thank you. If you learned something, like and subscribe. Goodbye.